Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we're gonna do a weekly haul. Let's see how the rewards are stacking up and maybe compare it to some previous weeks. Alright, so yeah, as you can see above my head here, I have logged what I had right now, right before reset happened. And I'm going to go ahead and collect all my rewards and see how much do we get by just clicking all those red dots and buying stuff from the shop again at the start of a new week. Now, it's debatable about what we should or should not buy from the shops and some of the other collections for the sake of this type of information. But what I typically always do is just do the things that are always available. So like I'm not going to click, or maybe I do, maybe I should click the event stuff because that's the whole point. If the event stuff is happening regularly, that is a factor into our weekly rewards, right? But I don't know, we'll see. I definitely don't need those even though that was gold only. So what I normally do is, for this type of video again, is I go through, I clear out this entire shop every day anyway. So this is how I start my day. We're not going to do any battles. We're not going to go into... I think I'm not going to go into any events otherwise. Just because that might throw things off too much. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. And I will log stuff and then click again to see the differences maybe for just some login rewards because there are events happening. But I shouldn't buy those with crystals, but I have plenty, so we're gonna roll with as many ancients as possible because I definitely want Valara when she comes out. Ooh. Hoping, praying, wishing. Okay. So here we're gonna buy as well. And then I'm gonna go collect all the other red dots. So I still, see, there is all this to consider too, like depending on how much I had, or will have once I click those dots, we might actually have even more purchasable things, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Claiming for my Platinum 3 is all I normally try to aim for, if I remember. It downgrades you, and then I always buy these, and these every day, or week. And then if these are available, I do them as well, which I actually did already purchase. I'm not touching this because I am trying to slowly save for Lady Alexandra. In these awakening shops every week, I do purchase everything I can with... Oh, no, I don't purchase these because I don't need them. With the purple resource because we've had so much overflow. But I did start purchasing the dust again because... now I'm worried with how many characters I gotta build. I might actually need it, but I do have 6,000 dust, as you saw. And I have like 60, I counted, I have 60-something characters fully maxed out. Okay, and so I also buy all the demon soldiers with purple currency, but I'm not gonna do any more with the gold because I keep... like, I missed Eileen's extra soulstone in the shop the other day, which would have been helpful. I don't have her maxed out, so that makes me kind of sad, so I don't want to mess around. And I'm not going to worry about this stuff here. Or Immortal Codex I had all... so my ancient, my gems, like those were already purchased last week for the Immortal Codex stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and collect the guild. Okay, guild dividends. Why did it not... I don't know. I guess I forgot to claim it. But we are on day 721. Oh my goodness. That is insane to think about. So again, collecting the red dots just from doing the things, leveling up heroes. Oh, well, that doesn't do much. Okay, it's fine. Is this giving me... nope, that's not giving me anything we're calculating anyway. In the events, though, let's take a look. What happened? Okay, sign in for 200 diamonds. So let's just not click that yet. I'm gonna show you guys everything I get, though, because I think this is part of the fun. It's kind of... oh, okay. Finally got him going. It's interesting to see what people actually get. If you, like, comparing to yourself. Like, are you just unlucky? Are we all unlucky? Kidding, not kidding. So I like to do these weekly hauls, like, once a month. And just kind of throw things... or just, yeah, randomly whatever suits depending on other stuff going on. I forgot to grab my dividends last week. Oh, I didn't even realize I had a... No. Maybe there was an error. I definitely collected that last week. Okay, so I do tend to just donate everything I can for the guild stuff every day. Might as well do that too, and might as well get some lag. But the fun stuff is coming. All right, now the fun stuff, right? Let's see our guild boss rewards. I'm still a slacker. I'm still only getting the first chest on Abyss because I have not redone my team yet. Ain't nobody got time for that. Too much other work stuff going on right now. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so not so lucky here, but at least, ooh, okay, that helps. Maybe one of these days I'll use Maw more often. Nobody uses Maw. I used to use him all the time, but he just doesn't, he's not good enough for a lot of the current stuff. Oh. Okay, I'll use Maw, fine. No gold chests though, huh? Or maybe Nightmare 3 tends to like me. No, never mind. No gold chests for me this week. Great. That's not a good showing game. It's supposed to look fancy. Give me a crap ton of ancients. A divine and 3. Okay, I'll take it. Oh boy. You know what? I think I'm just gonna roll with these guys. I could use the stone, but I like to have the option to upgrade gear. All right. Okay, the summoning drops were okay. And I think, can you guys tell I need to improve my gear? It's embarrassing how many I have. Okay. I think that's a pretty good basis. So I guess the other things I always do is come here. I always go through and, yeah. I'm not gonna go to the table though, or the cooking. I realize there's a couple things I can claim there because I could have done that before the weekly reset, so that wasn't really a this week reward. But I always have enough to get every single thing as soon as this resets. Never have had a problem since, you know, since things were more stabilized. All right, we have... Obviously, in the very beginning, when we're first unlocking stuff, that was not the case. Okay. And then, again, collecting just our dailies from doing that alone. Nothing else is going to give me other stuff, and nothing else requiring, like, you know, just a click. Like, okay, we can claim our loot for here, but this does not give me anything that we're logging. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and... log the differences in my storage to see what did we get for this week's haul. All right, and there are my totals. So by weekly haul, of course, I just mean this weekly reset haul, not how much did I gather for an entire week of playing. This is just literally logging when you open the game on a Monday, what happens. So I mean, that's a really solid set of rewards for doing nothing, right? When you think about it that way, it's like you just open the game, you click your red dots, you claim stuff, you buy things from the shop again, and that's it. That's pretty solid. Now, again, in case you guys noticed or have questions, I always do all 3, 1 key on every one of those. Top chest, whatever you can here. 100% recommend that to anyone, because even Nightmare 3, the rewards have been the best for me. That's where I always get soul stones from. I think almost all of mine have come from Nightmare 3, which is crazy. Abyss, I would not be going crazy putting in extra keys unless you know you can have chances to get these more. Maybe that would be worth it, but I wouldn't do so at the expense of not getting Nightmare 3. I just don't see that. I really think the game needs to give us one more key though. Because this content is so hard, and we know that Abyss 2 is coming as well, I really feel like we should just get 3 keys a day. So you could put like 2 keys on Abyss and 1 key here, and then if you still choose to buy with diamonds, you can buy 1 more key here, just like we're doing now. But allow people to use 2 keys, 2 attempts, runes, not keys, on these rewards, right? I don't see why that would be such a problem. Like if I can start doing... I probably can do like 12,000 pretty easily, maybe 15, 20, and be able to get this reward. I would so do that, but I'm not going to do it twice to only get like the mid-tier rewards. And I'm not gonna do it if I only can, if I lose out on getting this because of having to do this twice, it just doesn't feel worth it to me. Or to spend 400 diamonds instead of 200 diamonds. It doesn't feel worth the risk because, yeah, I feel like they should have, when they increase such big difficulty, knowing that only extreme top tier accounts with A5 everything can do this, they should have increased one of these. That would probably be one of my suggestions that I need to put in the official submit a suggestion area. Okay, anyway, so why don't we compare this? Can I stretch this out? Let's see. Not sure. Can I stretch this? Yeah. So can we look at last week's? So this was actually a shitty... I actually was gonna say this felt like a weird week, a low week for rewards, but looks like I just got a ton of diamonds instead. Look at how much more diamonds I got this week compared to other weeks. Okay, let me do one more stretch here. Okay. So if this is the current week, let me just highlight that. Compared to these other weeks, my diamond acquisition went up dramatically. But everything else is pretty crap. It's like, okay, we get 2 of these a week. 2 of these, I got 4 other weeks. 40, that seems to be consistent. Summons are kind of in between. 1 of these, okay. 5 of these is worse. The worst so far for my ancient acquisition. That's and only, yeah. So this was actually not a great haul week. I kind of expected it to be getting a lot better because of the increased rewards for certain things, but the things I'm actually logging, I guess it's still meh. But yeah, this is only one collection of dailies, to be fair. So maybe tomorrow's dailies will be crazy and I'll get a soul stone and then that would make it extremely exciting. But you saw I only got all purple chests this week. So yeah, guys, this was just a little weekly haul video. If you guys are having fun comparing your stats. I also know Fastidious' website, he has a thing where he's like you could track all your guild boss rewards. You can put them in. So that was something I wanted to do whenever I got a soul stone, was to log it on the website so I could keep track. But I don't know if I did that the last time or the first time, or I'm losing track of when I got soul stones. I really thought I was going to keep better track of it, but I did not. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, all right. What do you think, guys? How are the rewards coming for you? How are you as far as being prepared for these summoning events? I'm doing pretty good. I've got 27 of these guys now. I didn't use much of these at all. I haven't used these in quite a bit of time, right? Oh my goodness. 23 days ago, I used 2 of them. Then 44 days ago. So I'm being pretty patient with my summons here. I'm pretty proud of myself overall. And then, yeah, I did not do anything last week except for 1 pull to get a weekly or daily... Oh, to get one of the things for the daily. Just 1. And oh crap. So I probably should have done this before to let my weekly reset ahead of time. And not wait till the next time I summon, because the next time I summon is going to be like 10 more days. So if that ends up really being the case, I think that's still the case. I think. Yeah, I'm not summoning this week. I don't need them. So you know what, guys? Let's just do 1 random 10 pull together. Okay, it's fine. Just to let that reset. Okay, now my weeklies are reset. So this is a friendly reminder to, even though you don't need to do the 1 summon a day to get these stupid purple resources that we definitely don't need, you do need to do the 10 pull of weeklies in order to let all of your weeklies reset. So if you're gonna gamble, try to gamble on your best options, or else you're gonna be sitting waiting to let all these other rewards reset. Of course, you could wait until, honestly, most of the stuff is pretty easy to do and gather, but you're missing out on a lot of other progression rewards if you wait until a week or 2 when you summon again to let these reset. You're losing a lot of other free stuff. I mean, I guess it's not, to be fair, it's really not that big of a deal. The more I look at this, I wouldn't even bother. Because what? You want a couple more diamonds or a couple more summons? So you waste summons just to get a couple more summons? So think about it that way as well. You don't really have to do the weekly. You could just wait till you summon again. But I think for the sake of trying to get as many ancient fragments and all that as much as possible, I don't want to let them sit too long, and I don't mind a little gamble, and it scratches the itch a bit too. So yeah. All right, for real, for real. Now, yeah, that's all for this video, guys. I'm debating on what to do with Malric because I don't have a lot of those things yet. The gems or whatever. Oh, they don't even show here. Where the hell do they show? They don't even show here. Ay, ay, ay. I don't want to show you guys. It's embarrassing. I've only got a few. They're all level 1s. It doesn't really make me want to do the content yet, and at least we can stock up a bunch before we do. But I definitely want to gather some information and feedback on the Malric boss a little bit more before I dive in for my first look. We'll do a bit of more of an honest review and kind of community impressions. There's definitely a couple ways to look at it. So I haven't done it yet, but I will, and I will do it in a little bit of a different manner. And you might be like, first look, it's like you're a little bit late to the party, but we're going to talk about what the community is saying as well. So stay tuned for that this week. And yeah, I will be busy as community manager with Fateless and some of the alpha stuff behind the scenes. So if I'm a little quiet here, that's why. If I'm still a slacker, that's probably why. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.